Okay, fam, so I don't know about you, but I have reached the Louise Hay portion of the program when it comes to manifestations and so I have a affirmation channel, Amy's Affirmations, and it's more so for me about retraining the subconscious. You know what I mean? Just when you've been stuck in such negativity and toxicity for most of your life, you need to retrain your subconscious, right? Your subconscious doesn't care. It doesn't have a bias. It's trained. It's like your true motherboard. You know what I mean? It's like energy. Energy is energy. What are you going to do with it, right? So, this is the one that I want to start with, though. Each of us is doing the very best we can at this moment. If we knew better, if we had more understanding and awareness, we would do it differently. But since we're doing our best, we need to applaud ourselves for our efforts. Praise yourself and tell yourself how absolutely wonderful you are. Don't make yourself wrong. When you do something new, don't beat yourself up because you're not a pro at it the first time. Practice. Learn what does work and what doesn't work. Next time you do something new or different, something you were just learning, be there for yourself. Don't tell yourself what was wrong. Tell yourself what was right with it. Praise yourself. Build yourself up so that the next time you do it, you really do feel good about it. Each time, you will be better and better and better. Soon, you will have a new skill of some sort. Louise, please. Some sort of... Life is very simple. We create our experiences by our thinking and feeling patterns. What we believe about ourselves and about life becomes true for us. These are some of the beliefs that can really help you in your life if you think or say them every day. I am always safe. Everything I need to know is revealed to me. My nails as dirty as they seem. Probably. I play in the garden. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time/space sequence. Life is a joy and filled with love. I prosper wherever I turn. I am willing to change and to grow. All is well in my world. In order to change your life outside, you must change inside. The moment you are willing to change, it is amazing how the universe begins to help you. It brings you what you need. Like in my case, I started to really hate driving because of the commute, but you know what the universe did for me? It started giving me a whole lot of green lights. It started giving me a whole lot of less traffic on the road when I'm driving. It's quite nice. I appreciate it. All my changes are easy to make. When we begin to work on ourselves, sometimes things get worse before they get better. It's okay if that happens. It's the beginning of the process. It's an untangling of old threads. We just need to flow with it. Dude, how obnoxious is it to untangle threads and cords and stuff like that? Now imagine that's your life and actually give a shit, right? Flow with it. It takes time and effort to learn what we need to learn. We might not see changes instantly. Think of how long it must take to unlearn what you've learned that does not serve, right? And patience is only resistance to learning. It means we want the goal without going through the process. We need to let ourselves learn, step by step. It will get easier as we go along. When we are ready to make positive changes in our lives, we attract whatever we need to help us. You are willing to learn new things because you do not know it all. You are willing to drop old concepts when they no longer work for you. You are willing to see situations about yourself and say, I do not want that anymore. You know you can become more of who you are, not a better person, because that implies that you are not good enough. But you can become more of who you are. Growing and changing is exciting, even if you have to look at some painful things within yourself in order to do so. What is important in this moment is what you are choosing to think, believe, and say right now. These thoughts and words will create your future. Your thoughts form the experiences of tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year. How many times have you refused to think a positive thought about yourself? Well, you can refuse to think negative thoughts about yourself too. Thanks, Louise. Now we have your permission. People say, I can't stop thinking a thought. Yes, you can. You have to make up your mind that it's what you're going to do. You don't have to fight your thoughts when you want to change things. When that negative voice comes up, you can say, thank you for sharing, and I'm choosing to do something else. I don't want to buy into that anymore. I want to create another way of thinking. Don't fight your thoughts. Acknowledge them and go beyond them. Okay, now this one, this was, thinking I already had going, but she took it a little step further, and it was a little bit, your parents were doing the best they could with the understanding and awareness they had. They could not teach you anything they didn't know. If your parents didn't love themselves, there was no way they could teach you to love yourself. No matter what your early childhood was like, the best or the worst, you and only you are in charge of your life now. You can spend your time blaming your parents or there goes the kitty running. There she goes, she likes to run. Or your early environment. But all that accomplishes is keeping you stuck in victim patterns. It never gets you the good you say you want. Your current thinking shapes your future. It can create a life of negativity and pain, or it can create a life of unlimited joy. And now there they go again. Which do you choose? I choose for you to be able to enjoy life and play like a kitty. Okay? I wish that for you. Children always do what we do. You might examine what is keeping you from loving yourself and be willing to let this go. Oh my goodness, these kitties and their timing. You will be a wonderful example to your children. It is vitally important to keep the lines of communication open with children, especially during the teen years. Usually when children start to talk about things, they are told over and over again, don't say this, don't do that, don't feel that, don't be that way, right? Don't express that. Don't. Me just so. So children cut themselves off. They stop communicating. A few years later, when they grow older, parents start to say, my children never call me. Why don't they call? Because the lines of communication have been cut off at some point. Called it, Louise. Begin to listen to what you say and how you say it. Don't say anything that you don't want to become true for you. You can choose what to say, do, and think. Remove the expression have to from your vocabulary and your thinking, because it is going to release a lot of self-imposed pressure. You can create tremendous stress by saying, I have to get up. I have to do this. I have to. Instead, begin by saying, I choose to. It puts a whole different perspective on your life. Everything you do is by choice. It may not seem so, but it is. I am pure spirit. Be aware that we are all pure consciousness. We are not lonely or lost or abandoned. We are one with all of life. Look within your very centered space and see the part of you that is pure spirit, pure light, pure energy. Visualize all your limitations falling away one by one until you are safe, healed, and whole. Know that no matter what is going on in your life, no matter how difficult things may be, at the very center of your being, you are safe and you are whole. You always will be. Lifetime after lifetime, you are a shining spirit, a beautiful light. Sometimes you come to this planet and cover your light and hide it, but the light is always there. As you let those limitations go, and as you recognize the true beauty of your being, you shine brightly. You are love. You are energy. You are spirit. You are the spirit of love shining brightly. Let your light shine. Did you hear that knock? A random ass knock? Okay, what's the next one, fam? What's the next one? I was going a little, listen, I think they're necessary, okay? They help. They help, fam. They help. Critical people, like my mom, critical people often attract a lot of criticism because it is their pattern to criticize. They often need to be perfect at all times. Do you know anyone on this planet who is perfect? No. We all have areas of our lives that we think are unacceptable and unlovable. If we are really angry with parts of ourselves, we often engage in self-abuse. We abuse alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes. We overeat, or whatever. We beat ourselves up. One of the worst things we do, which does more damage than anything else, is criticize ourselves. Okay, listen. My nose has a cat hair on it. Oh my goodness, that. Okay, I can breathe. We need to stop all criticism. Once we get into the practice of doing that, it is amazing how we stop criticizing other people, because everyone is a reflection of us, and what we see in another person, we see in ourselves. When we complain about another person, we are really complaining about ourselves. When we can truly love and accept who we are, there is nothing to complain about. We cannot hurt ourselves, and we cannot hurt another person. Let's make a vow that we will no longer criticize ourselves for anything. For anything, fam. For anything. Some of the things you believe were never true. They were someone else's fears. Give yourself a chance to examine your thoughts. Change those that are negative. You are deserving. As far as I'm concerned, fam, you were born. That's the moment you became deserving. That's the moment you became worthy. This whole idea of worthiness and deserving is so weird, man. You exist. You have permission. Sometimes when our inner messages are telling us that we are not allowed to be happy, or when we create good things in our lives and haven't changed those early messages, we will do something to thwart our happiness. When we don't believe that we deserve good, we will knock the supports out from under us. Sometimes we hurt ourselves, or develop physical problems, or have accidents. Another random knocking. We have to start believing that we deserve all the good life has to offer. Boy, howdy, fam. We learn our belief systems as little children and then move through life, creating experiences to match our beliefs. Many of you believe that you deserve to live in an atmosphere of not good enough. Start doing affirmations that reflect what you really deserve. State that you are willing to go beyond your parents' limitations and your own early childhood limitations. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I deserve all good. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve joy. I deserve love. Open your arms wide and say, I am open and receptive. I am wonderful. I deserve all good. I accept. Oh my goodness. There's so many. This freaking publisher is going to want some money. Wherever you go and whomever you meet, you will find your own love and your highest good waiting for you. In the infinity of life where you are, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I'm going to read that again because I feel like somewhere along the lines, we are trained to lose sight of this. That you are, as you are, perfect, whole, and complete. You may be hurting. You may have lost someone. You may have lost, love. But those were sprinkles on the sundae. You know what I mean? That sundae was already tasting pretty damn good, if you ask me. About my life anyway. It's all good. Knowing that you are one with the source and that you follow the path of right action, you are on principle at all times. You choose your thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for your highest good and greatest joy. Your quality of life reflects this state. You love life. You love yourself. You are safe at all times. All is well in your world. Life is gonna life, hashtag and all. But it doesn't have to be the worst, A rose is always beautiful, always perfect and ever-changing. This is the way we are. We are always perfect wherever we are in life. You are always in the right place as long as you're trying, as long as you're taking care of yourself, right? And if you haven't been, well, just as all the stars and planets are in their perfect orbit and in divine right order, so are you. You've learned a lot, haven't you, fam? Whether these were lessons you wanted or not, you've learned a lot, haven't you? You may not understand everything that is going on with your limited human mind. However, you know that on the cosmic level, You must be in the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. Positive thoughts are what you choose to think. This present experience is a stepping stone to new awareness and greater joy. Ask for help. Tell life what you want and allow it to happen. Doing affirmations, making wish lists, creating treasure maps, doing visualizations, and writing in a journal can be compared to going to a restaurant. You want to know what happened when right around the time? And I mean right before I read this page or right after it. I basically found this pin in Pinterest that says this exact same thing. And that's one of those synchronicities that's just fun. If you ask me, it's just fun, right? So let's do it. The waiter takes your order and then goes into the kitchen to give it to the chef. You sit there and do whatever you do because you assume that the food is on its way. You don't ask the waiter every 2 seconds, is it ready yet? How are they making it? What are they doing in there? You place your order and know that your food will be served to you. It is much the same in the cosmic kitchen of the universe. You place an order and know it is being taken care of. It will arrive in the perfect time and space sequence. Find an image of something you really love. Flowers, a rainbow, a special song, a beautiful place, whatever. Let that be the image you envision every time you start to scare yourself. I am in harmony with nature. This I know and affirm for myself. I love and approve of myself. All is well in my world. I inhale, I almost said inhabit. I inhale the precious yet abundant breath of life and allow my body, mind, and emotions to relax. There's no need for me to scare myself. I am in harmony with all of life. The sun, the moon, the winds, the rain, the earth, and the movement of the earth. The power that resettles the earth is my friend. I am at peace with the elements. Nature's elements are my friends. As the cat sneezes. I am flexible and flowing. I am always safe and secure. I know that no harm can befall me. I sleep and wake and move in complete safety. Not only am I safe, but my friends, family, and loved ones are safe as well. I trust in the power that created me to protect me at all times and under all circumstances. I create a reality for myself of oneness and security. Where I am, there is always an island of safety. I am safe. It's only change. I love and approve of myself. I trust myself. All is well in my world. And, I think you pretty much get the gist. I've really been enjoying reading this after I wake up. And before I go to bed, I try to jam some positive vibes up in my brain. You know what I mean? And I dare say it's been helping. I know that so many of us have grown up being oh, blah, 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 woo, woo. You know what I mean? But isn't it interesting how the things that can actually help us in our minds, the way of thinking, are the things that our society has a tendency to bully? I wonder why.